Hey there, everybody. Pete Pardo here from Sea of Tranquility. Welcome to yet another episode of What's Hot with Sea of Tranquility here on this Wednesday. Thanks for joining. Of course, Wednesday is new album release day, new review day. It's What's Hot with Sea of Tranquility Day each and every Wednesday here on the channel. Today, in this particular episode, we're going to take a look at a cool new release that just came out a couple of months ago on Stickman Records. Stickman Records, again, another one of those very awesome European labels that specialize in like psychedelic and stoner and doomy music, right? They have such a great roster of artists, including this particular band that this is my first time listening to them. I've never heard them before. It's a live album from them. The band is called Temple Fang from the Netherlands. The album is called Live at Freak Valley. Here we go. Freak Valley, of course, is the great festival that they have every year where you get all these bands like this, these psychedelic bands and stoner rock and doom bands getting together, playing for the people who love this sort of thing, right? This was recorded June 18th, 2022, all right, at the Freak Valley Festival. And this particular band, so they only have a couple records, but they've got more live albums than they do studio albums. I think they have like one or two full-length albums, studio records, and then a whole bunch of live things. So they're a live band. I don't know a hell of a lot about them. It's a four-piece, two guitar players, bass and drums, and all guys play kind of keyboard, synthesizers and keys and all that kind of stuff. And I believe one of the guys or two of the guys sing. Again, there's no information on the booklet of the CD at all that says anything about it. So it's one long track. Interesting story. It's about 45, just under 46 minutes long. The song is called Grace. So, interestingly enough, based on what I've read, is at the Freak Valley Festival, most of the bands are given like around an hour-long time slot to play, or maybe a little bit less. So, they had planned on playing some of their other favorite, more well-known tracks, but they had been working on this big, lengthy, 45-minute long song in the studio and in their jams and rehearsals, and they had wanted to put it, like, record it in the studio and put it out on a record, and it just was never quite sounding right. So they basically said just before they were ready to go on, they're like, you want to just, like, kind of toss all this up in the air, and let's just play Grace. Why don't we just, and that'll be our set, right? And we'll do the best we can. And that's what they did. So they went and played this big mammoth long 45-minute long track that, really they haven't even really fine-tuned all that much. And, they weren't really sure what was ever going to be of this track. Well, let's debut it live, and they did. And it's pretty damn terrific. Again, this is psych, very heavy psych music, so it's a little unstructured at times, but man, so cool, so trippy. Lots of roaring guitar riffs, but there's lots of kind of cool, like almost like Ummagumma metal Pink Floyd moments here as well. There's, sometimes when they go off and do like the extended guitar solos, it's kind of a little earthlessy, but not as extreme, not like 8-minute long guitar solos, right? They don't go quite that far into it. It's space rocky in times. Sometimes it's like kind of krautrock. Definitely very, very psychedelic in nature and very cool and trippy. Nice little use of like synths and bass effects and things like that, but yet the layers and layers of guitars, and it's got like peaks and valleys, so sometimes it's kind of like atmospheric and slightly mellow and trippy and psychedelic and a little doomy, and then it gets heavy, and then the stoner thing comes in. Very cool. The vocals are well done. There's quieter sections, there's big heavy sections. The whole last like 15 minutes of it is just really, really intense, and this is just some scalding wah-wah guitar solos. Yeah, this is, again, if you're looking for like song-based stuff, this probably isn't for you. But if you just like good, jammy, heavy psychedelic music, this is really fun. Really fun, and the crowd seems to be totally into it, and you can just you can feel the vibe just even listening to it here. None of us were in the audience, but very, very cool stuff. So again, Stickman Records. If you've never gone to check out the roster of Stickman Records, go take a look at their catalog online. They've got a lot of really, really cool bands, and this is one of them. I'm going to be investigating some of their other stuff after hearing this, because this is really, really good. And like I said, the album is called Live at Freak Valley from Temple Fang. They've got their prior full-length studio album, which came out, I think, in 2021, is called Fang Temple. and that's, I think, comprised of like 4 or 5 tracks, all like 10, 15 minutes long. So these big, beefy, stonery, psychedelic tracks and all sorts of jamming and trippy moments and things like that. That is going to be on my immediate radar now that I've digested this. So, yeah. Temple Fang, live at Freak Valley. That is my pick for today. Easy 4 out of 5 star. Easy. Might even be higher. I love this sort of thing. This is great stuff. Stickman Records. If you've heard it, let us know what you think down in the comments below. If you haven't, you can go over to the Bandcamp page. I'll give you that information right now. It's templefang.bandcamp.com. There you'll see their discography. You'll see this one. Go check it out. They have another live album that came out right around the same time, back like 2-3 months ago. So they've got 2 new live albums this year. So go investigate that one as well. And visit us on the web at www.seaoftranquility.org. We're on Facebook. We're on YouTube all together all the damn time. Please subscribe if you haven't already and click on that notification bell so you get alerted of all of our content as it posts. And please do hit the like button before you leave. Also down below, we got the links to our Ko-Fi page, channel donations, as well as our merch page. So thanks in advance for all that. And we'll see you soon here with more stuff. We got a few more coming for you today. So strap yourself in. Stay tuned. A lot of new albums coming out right now. Going to get to as many as I can over the next couple weeks of this big pile that's been sitting here for me. So there you have it. See you soon. I am Pete Pardo. Bye-bye.